Good evening, YouTube. As you can tell from the title of the video, I'm going to be responding to Dino Bane or Dino Bane. Never sure how you pronounce that one. I am a fan of his channel. Broadly agree with most of the things he says. Probably, further right than I am, being more of a centrist. But I still enjoy his content. Broadly agree with his sort of immigration stances. But I was just in his live stream and I was trying to interact with him in the chat and I kept getting my comments blocked for some reason. So I'm just going to make this video. I'll maybe tag him, maybe he'll react to it, maybe he'll see it, maybe he won't. But either way, I just wanted to get out my thoughts on the subject that he was covering at the time, which is capital punishment. Which, in my opinion, at the moment, if we're trying to push for capital punishment to be returned, just to clarify, capital punishment isn't illegal. It's still a valid form of punishment. It's just never exercised by the courts. But you have to be ludicrous at the moment to try and bring it back in a meaningful way while the government are putting us in jail for words. It's an emotional response. We are having an emotional response because we've got so many demons in the country. And I agree we need to deal with them. But at the moment, it would be completely illogical to give the government the ability to take our lives for crimes. Like, they're already putting us in jail for words. So to give them capital punishment back, or say the populace are okay with capital punishment being a form of punishment for people who commit crimes, it is just it would be shooting ourselves in the foot. I mean, broadly, I'm not really in favour of capital punishment anyway. He was saying in the live chat that he's pretty sure it works as a deterrent, but it didn't used to. When Keir Starmer was saying that capital punishment didn't used to work, it didn't. That's why we set up Australia, because we used to kill people for like stealing apples, things like that. And obviously in the past we decided that killing people over petty little crimes like that wasn't a sufficient way to deal with criminality. Obviously that is a bit of a straw man. I'm sure we're not going to ever try and kill people and take their lives with capital punishment just for stealing. So I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't return to such an extreme, I don't know. You can understand what I'm saying. But that said, if capital punishment was to be returned under a different government that we could trust a lot more, I'm either gonna it's not a hill I'm gonna go die on, because under the normal sort of laws that we used to have, I'd never be liable for it anyway. But at the minute, with the way that things are going, with this government becoming increasingly authoritarian, and I'd just basically say fascist, to be honest, the government are fascist at the moment, again, I don't know how many ways I can try and say the same thing, but it's just completely illogical to give a corrupt government the ability to be able to take our lives. I mean, yeah, and as I've said, if we bring it back under reform or unlikely but still advance, I'm either gonna start pushing back on it. It's whatever, maybe we do need to deal with people like Axel Rudikabana and remove them from the face of the earth, because they're never going to be rehabilitated. If anything, he's only been he's not, what's the word, I'm filming this late at night so my brain's not quite firing on all pistons, but he is being radicalized within the prison, so he's a lost case. And under a different government like reform, potentially, yeah, get rid of people like that, people who've committed really heinous crimes. We don't need them in society. I mean, generally I'm against capital punishment, as I've said, but as I've also said, I'm also not going to go die on that hill. But at the moment, under this government, it's just completely stupid. I find it to be an emotional response, because there's so much horrendous stuff happening in the country that people are trying to look for a solution, and we're looking for solutions in the wrong place sometimes. That's pretty much all I've got to say anyway. So, Dino Bane, if you do react to this, I hope you'll be nice not be a prick about it, but feel free to be a prick. You know, I do enjoy your content, and I do enjoy the way you're a straight talker. Us up in Yorkshire, that's how we are. We're straight talkers. We say it as it is. If you don't like it, that's your problem, and you can go fuck off. That's our attitude. So I hope you're going to appreciate this frank response to your live stream I was just in. And it is coming from a place of trying to work together on the same side. I know I've said I'm a centrist, but I'm definitely not with the left-wingers. I'm not with the commies. That ship sailed over 10 years ago now. I'm always warring with the feminists and the commies in the comments and anywhere else, Twitter. So yeah, like I said, Dino Bane, I do broadly agree. I hope you appreciate this video, and you know, be nice, or as nice as you can be anyway. See you later.